taking a lady out for dinner, the age-old debate, who should pay?
The man should always pay. Women should always offer to try and pay towards the meal, but the man should always insist, at least on the first date, to pay.
The man should assume to pay in all cases, and I think this holds well for relationships. The man would expect the woman to say, no, it's my turn, and over time things will even out. But if the man always assumes, then there's never any argument or discussion about it.
Tips do you have for someone going on a first date in terms of conversation?
Be yourself is really, really important. There's no point trying to be someone who you're not. But if you are somebody who's possibly going to be a bit tongue-tied, or you want to appear more interesting, why not sort of consciously make a note of 3 or 4 stories from that day's paper, feed it into conversations later on. It always gives you something to fall back on, you know, if the conversation does run out.
Gossip tips or news from that particular date does come in very, very handy if you're lost for words during a date at some point. Know a few things about your date in advance, like if you know they're having to like football.
You're not saying Google your date.
Don't Google the date.
Or do it, but don't let on.
A bit of advantage is always good, but don't stalk them. Please don't do that.
If you're in a conversation with somebody, you've got to judge body language. Don't talk if they're not listening. People can do nothing but actually listen, and at the end of the day, you know, people will think of you as the most interesting person they've ever met, and actually all you've done is listen.
The winning formula is probably 70% listening and 30% talking. People like people that like themselves, so if you've got things in common, then do talk about them. But remember, people love to be paid attention to. You'll build natural rapport and they will thank you for it.
How do you feel about sort of paying compliments to your date when you first meet?
Well, it's always important to pay 1 or 2 compliments throughout the course of a date. Perhaps initially you look really nice, you've made an effort, let them appreciate that, but don't go overboard with this.
Or the most amazingly beautiful person I've ever met. That's going to appear really creepy, isn't it?
It is. Don't be creepy.